Hey yo, good morning. I'm Tovisama. I'm from Bhutan. I'm 31 years old, and I'm finally starting my YouTube journey, YouTube channel. As I really wanted to document this journey here. I always wanted to start a YouTube channel, but I kept on saying to myself, I'll start soon, I'll start next Monday, I'll start next day, I'll start this day, that day, and it kept on postponing. And yeah, so decided today, let's just do it. So this is gonna be my first video, and I don't really know how it's gonna look like, how it's gonna go, but I'm just gonna do it anyways. So I'm just gonna share a bit of a story, not really a story, but a quick background on where I am right now, how things are here in Australia, uh, the place that's in Australia, but I'm gonna talk specifically about Perth because that's where I lived for years now. Mm, so let's start with how I ended up here. So I just completed my bachelor's degree in civil engineering from India, Sharda University. Shout out to all my Sharda friends. Had lots of good memories there, lots of bad memories as well. All the joys, heartbreaks, and all the stupid stuff that we did as a person who goes to college, I guess. Uh, I completed my bachelor's in civil engineering in 2020. It was around COVID time, so that was a bit of a very unique memory, I guess. With COVID, lot of lot of things happened in COVID. Lots of things that wouldn't happen in a normal circumstances. Lockdowns, curfews, quarantine, and I feel like a lot of things changed after COVID as well. Economy really went a little sour. Everything changed a bit after COVID, I feel like. So after I graduated from Sharda in 2020, I moved back to my home country, Bhutan, and I started looking for a job and I started working for a job. So I live in Thimphu, in Bhutan, but I found a job that my friend's brother told me that we were gonna team up and complete the project. It was at the place was at Gelifu, so it was Gelifu Sarpang. So the job was to construct the drain uh, and have GSB laid on the road for like 5 kilometers. There was a lot of RM walls to be built. I think it was around 200 meter cube of volume of RM walls that was needed to support the road because the farm road was very narrow, and the constant rain in the southern region of that place, especially in Bhutan, the southern part gets lots of rain compared to the other part. So the land was very prone to landslide and needed a support, especially the roads. So that's what I was doing, and for 6 months I was working there as a project engineer. I really enjoyed the job there, to be honest. The only thing I didn't enjoy much was it was really hard, since it was a private uh, construction company. It was a bit hard to have a career smooth over there because it completely depended on the owner there. So if you're lucky enough, and if the owner or the CEO of the company is very diligent and hardworking, then even you become motivated as well. But if the company's CEO and the owner aren't really concerned or doesn't really care much, all the focus is about the money and don't care much about the employees, then the relation turns very sour very fast, and things get very uncomfortable as well. uh, and The next thing was the pay. For the graduate engineer, it was all right, but it wasn't. I feel like it wasn't enough to pay the bills. Because at the end of the month, what I what I was making wasn't enough to even cover my own expenses. Sometimes I ended up lending money from my sister or my parents. So me even working as a graduate engineer or civil engineer, there wasn't enough to pay the bills. So it wasn't satisfying. It wasn't fulfilling, the amount of work that we did. So I had a realization, and my elder sister, she said, "Why don't I uh, do a TOEFL test? It is like a PT or IELTS." So when she said that, I wasn't sure about it, and she said, "Just give it a try." And I said, "All right, I just give it a try." And I just gave it a try for the TOEFL exams. I think it just came to Bhutan like for the first time, and I when I registered, I wasn't able to register for the first batch, so I ended up getting placed on a second batch for the TOEFL exams. And what happened was, I had an exam tomorrow, but the previous night I ended up drinking hard. Like with my friends, I ended up drinking the whole night, and I was very hungover. And I was just stupid those days. I was just stupid. I still kind of am, but yeah. So the next day, I went to give my exam in a hangover. Wasn't My head wasn't in the right place, and I just did my exams and get back home. I wasn't expecting much, to be honest, and when the results came out, I was a bit surprised that I just barely got enough so that I could apply for uh, I could apply my Australian visa. So when I applied for Australia, uh, I applied for masters in civil engineering at ECU. And when I applied for masters in ECU, and I'm not sponsored by any of the education consultancy to talk here. So, but then I'll be honest, I don't want to say the name, but at that time there was a consultancy that was very renowned at that time, and my partner and I, we just went there and have a talk to chat with them, and to see how things are, which you need to go, uh, which places to opt for. But then when we got there, I felt like the staff wasn't very, the consultancy staff wasn't very much informed of anything else. Whenever we asked one question, they were like, just give us a second, and I could literally see them searching it on internet and giving answer to us. So felt little bit like uncertain about that consultancy. Then my partner said, let's go to education pro consultancy and see what they say. And once we went there, we met the, we met Dawa, education pro Dawa. Shout out to him. So when we went there, immediately Dawa was like so friendly. Not just friendly, he was very experienced in what he was doing. He knew everything that we need to know, and with that, everything everything went so fast. Like that was said, do this, do that, give all the checklists, and everything was like going very in a fast pace, and we liked that too. And yeah, after that, I came to ECU, and I'll, I think every immigrant or every international students, whenever they come here, it's completely different from what we are used to back home, and a lot of things are different culturally. Uh, Even the landscapes are different here. Even the all the weathers, the time, everything is different here. The mentality of the people here are different. Nonetheless, when my visa got approved, now it was time for us to look for a place to sleep. I guess in the beginning, both me and my partner, with my wife, we didn't had anyone like a relative or any family member who was in Australia, and since we didn't had anyone here, the only person that accepted us was there was a so she the host that accepted us is not even our relative or not even our cousin, not even a friend. She is literally like my wife's aunt's friend that we haven't even met at all. So it got word to word, and she's accepted that. She said that she gonna let us stay with her for a while. Then her aunt approved. Her aunt said it to us, and we just got an address on our phone. So we just have her address and a number. That's it. And my middle sister's husband's friend accepted that he will pick us up from the airport, and and from the airport and drop us to that address. So yeah, we start packing up. I was very excited. Was very excited. A lot of things was rushing in. I remember looking at the internet, what's the minimum wage that a person gets here, then try to calculate how much I can make. It was really it it brings back lots of memory thinking about it. And so once we reached here, I think we landed around 6 or 7 p.m. in Perth. Once we reached here, it was a bit like almost it was getting dark, and so it was hard to see anything else. So that brother picked us up, and we started moving to the address that was given to us. And yeah, and once we reached to that address, we just knocked on the door, and like we hit, and it was very awkward because we haven't met with the host before, and it was first time we were meeting, and we didn't know what to expect. They didn't knew what to expect. It was it was a bit uncertain there as well. Once we get in, I can't be thankful enough of Ajim Doji and Achutamcho on how kind they were. I think that's why I always feel like I'm always blessed in some way or another because it's they were more they let us stay there for like 6 months, around 6 months, and I didn't. Me and my partner, we didn't even pay a single dollars for a rent there, because even if we said we're gonna pay, Acho and Ajim was like, my brother, brother and sister was, it's alright, no need to pay right now. You settle down, save it. You might need it later on. I'm still thankful for them, and I always wish them well. Me and my wife, we sometimes go there, meet them, meet their kids. But lately, it's been bit hard to go there because been very busy. But my wife always drops messages and always keeps contact. I'm still grateful to them as well, and yeah, at least the accommodation thing was solved. Then I started. Now it was the finding the job part. That's another whole story there. I started looking for job. My partner started looking for job, and you all know whenever um, we move here, if especially the ladies, they always look for a job for the HK. My partner wanted to do that, and she took up a course, and yeah, she started doing that course. Oh, while we both were constantly looking for job, and I was going to my uni as well, and while I was going to uni as well, it was for that time it was post COVID period, so even the students were allowed to work more than 48 hours fortnightly, like right now it's like 24 hours every week, or 48 hours fortnightly, that's 2 weeks. But that time students were allowed to work more than that, so I was working and going to uni. I got job very easily, I would say, because I got a job easily, and I was doing jobs and jobs and jobs and going to uni. It was very hectic, and being a civil engineer masters, I really needed more attention to my studies, and I was getting behind because not blaming my partner or anything, but it took it took some time for her to get job, and we were running low on money, and needed some money, and I started focusing a little bit more over my studies than the work, and it was very hard to balance things out. Even though the host brother did give us some advice, but it was really hard to get any proper directions and all, since you don't have your own here or anyone close here. It was a bit tough. Then then I was lacking, and after a year, I decided to change my course to project management. then that's what I completed. And for finding a job, in the beginning, I did like lots of jobs. I did cleaning, I did entertainment, I did as a classy, like a waitress at the hotels. And the one interesting job I did was I was a staff, yeah, event staff. So I got a, I got to watch Harry Styles concert for free while I was, I was an event staff. That was interesting. And I remember one day I got this job and I was so excited. It was like, it was literally to entertain kids during their birthdays or any celebration. So our team went there, and the parents, if the parents wanted us or wanted their kids to play sport games and all, our team would plan a sporting events so that the kids play sports, and we would play with them. And if they wanted a superhero event, then we would come there as a superhero, and entertain them, dance with them, play games with them. I really enjoyed that job. And but then it was it was one time that there was a birthday event, and the kids wanted, I mean, the kids' parents wanted us to be a superhero. They wanted to be a superhero event. So my boss was like, "This is gonna be it. There's a birthday over here. Come there. We're gonna be it's gonna be a superhero event. So I'm gonna be teaming up with another person, and we're just gonna entertain with the kids." And I was like, "Yeah, sounds like a plan." And I just went there excited. And once I got there, I didn't have any costume, so he my other partner was like, "Don't worry about it," because he's been doing that for a long time. So he was like, "I got a costume for you, don't worry." And we went there. Once we went there, he was dressed up as a Spider-Man, so he had a full Spider-Man suit. Even his face is covered up, right? And the costume that he gave me was Superman. So I got a Superman costume. It's all muscular, puffed up, but Superman doesn't wear any marks, so it's literally a my face and Superman costume. And I was like, damn, Asian Superman, eh? Looks a bit weird. And I was like, it doesn't matter. Let's go and play with the kids. And once we get in, there was a lot of people, and he was really enjoying it because he has a full mask on and nobody sees him, nobody knows who he is. And he was like dancing with the kids, posing. And maybe I shouldn't have felt this way, but I really felt like, what am I doing here? Everybody's looking. I look like a joke. This is all. I wasn't feeling good because yeah. And the next day, I said to my boss, "Yeah, I quit. This is not for me." So that was it for this job. And there was one. And my first gig my first job here in Australia was as a school cleaner. Uh, I was vacuuming the whole hallway, arranging the books, cleaning up the classrooms, and yeah, it was very fun at the beginning. And and the next day, my boss was like, "Yeah, I need you to clean the toilet as well." And I was like, I'm not looking down on any job or anything like that, but coming straight out of Bhutan, where cleaning cleaning toilet would be a little bit looked down upon, I guess. So I wasn't expecting it to be doing that. So when I got there, and the boss was like, "You have to clean the toilet as well," and I did. When I did, and I was like, uh, morally I felt a little bit defeated at that time because I didn't expect it. Maybe I think the main reason was I didn't expect. I didn't expect. That was the main reason. I didn't expect, and I always felt like because whenever you were in Bhutan back home, all you hear was money, that money, these easy money, that money. I feel like the moment you come here in Australia, the money just comes like, brrrr. But it wasn't like that. So when I was cleaning the toilet, and I was like, damn, yeah, this is what I wanted. So here I am. And when I went back to home, my eyes were filled with tears, and I was just laying on my wife's lap, and I was telling to her, I think I can't do this job. I'm a man, and I have a full functioning body, and I can literally do any manual job and get the money. I think I can't do that. And she was like, yeah, no need to do that if you don't feel like. No one is gonna force you. It's alright. And the next day, I just quit that job as well. Then after that, kept looking for jobs, and the job that I'm doing right now, I found it through online, and I got an interview, got through it, and did a medical assessment, got through that, and yeah, and I'm still doing this. Is a catering. I'm a catering assistant, so I do. I load meals for the domestic flights for the passengers and the technician and cabin crews. Yeah, so that's where I am regarding the jobs. Uh, and I even tried doing Uber. Uh, I did Uber, DoorDash. Thing about the Uber is, I it's if you treat Ubering as just a job where you'll do whenever you get a free time and all, if that's your mentality, then it's very hard to make any money in it. Uber, you gotta treat it as like your own. It's like a part of a job. You gotta dedicate to it. Then there's money in it. But then, for me personally, I wasn't able to make big monies from Ubering. I guess the main reason is being a student. My working hours are always capped, so the only Ubering I could do was during the vacations, and whenever I don't get enough hours from my shift, I used to do the remaining hours on Ubering. So it was hard to get a full money out of Ubering. Uh, yeah, and that was it. And now where I am, so completed my masters this beginning of this year, around Feb, and right after that I applied for TR, my postgraduate visa, and just got granted around in May. So it's almost been 2 months now. uh, and right after my TR got granted for a month, I worked for another job. So I worked two jobs for a month. So morning, went from 5 to 2, then from 2:30 to 10:30, the job that I'm doing as a catering assistant. So while I was doing it, and I felt very unfulfilling, and because money was good, to be honest. The only reason I'm looking for engineering job is because I've spent lots of time getting this bachelor's degree, getting masters in project management. So I feel like I have to put this in use because all the sweat and effort that my partner put in to pay the tuition fees, all the efforts and money that my father and my sister and my family spent on completing my bachelor's is it adds up to a very big amount. So it's only fair to do this, to work as a civil engineering slash project managers. So yeah, it's not all about the money, because if it really was about the money, I can make a better money right now just doing jobs, uh, I can literally do three jobs at the moment. If I'm able to do a morning job, then I already have a fixed evening job, then I can do a Ubering. With all this combined, I can make around $2,000 Australian dollars a week easily, and I can even make it up to 2,500 Australian dollars weekly, and that's more than what I can get as an engineer, as entry level engineer. Because if I just start my career right now, I would be starting from 65 to 70,000 dollars annually. While if I do two jobs plus Ubering, and I can earn around more than 100K a year. So I would say it's not about the money. uh, I really want a career as well, because yeah, my parents wants it, my partner wants it, my family wants it, I want it. So, and moreover, gonna try to gain some more experience while I'm here in my own field, and who knows, when I go back to my own country, I might be able to use these skills, use this knowledge to help my country build a better road or build a better infrastructure, uh, able to guide young engineers there when I grow old. So that's the plan. So, and yeah, this is the story so far right now, and even the even the living expenses here in Perth is getting very out of hand. Right now, I might be earning around 4.5 to 5K a month, and the living expenses is around 4,000 to 4,500 uh, a month for me. The only reason my expenses are a bit low is I'm sharing my house with my sister, so that's the only reason. If I were to move out, me and my partner move out, then the expense is gonna go. It's gonna go up. So that's the situation right now. So I'm gonna keep on looking for job through online. Gonna keep on asking friends. Gonna ask if there's any. I'm gonna look for any help I can. Constantly look through internet, and yeah, and hoping for the best. Hoping for the best. So, like I said, before this video, I have taken recorded lots of videos, and I didn't know where to start, how to start. So I deleted lots of videos, made lots of videos, and I think I'm gonna post this one. It is what it is. Once again, I'm Tovi Sama. Welcome to my channel. I hope this channel is it becomes informative to all the viewers who find this one interesting. Or let's see what happens. It happens. Everything happens for a reason. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If there's anyone watching, if not, yeah, we're gonna go to the next. Gonna keep on making it anyways. Thank you, and bye bye. See you next time. Ciao.